A Mahatma called Gandhi. Many years ago, when the British ruled India, a baby boy was born in Porbandar. The parents, Karamchand Gandhi and Putlibai, were delighted with their fourth child, but no one thought that this baby, named Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, would grow up and change the world forever. Baby Mohandas grew up to be a very shy child. He rarely left his mother's side. He followed her around at home, went with her to the temple, and sat through long prayers. He was too shy to make friends at school and would run back home to be with his mother. When Mohandas was about 7, his family moved to the town of Rajkot. At school, Mohandas was not a brilliant student. He worked on his lessons to keep his teachers happy. He rarely read on his own. Once, however, he happened to find a book on the story of Shravan Kumar. It was about a youth so devoted to his blind parents, he carried them on his own shoulders and took them on a pilgrimage. Mohandas vowed in his mind to be as devoted to his parents as Shravan Kumar. Around the same time, he watched a play on Harish Chandra. It was about a king who suffered great troubles because he always wanted to be truthful. 12-year-old Mohandas started feeling that truth could be worshipped like God. When Mohandas was 13, his family decided to get him married to Kasturba, a girl of his age. It was normal in those times to get such young persons married. After a while, Mohandas went back to school. His friends started coaxing him to eat meat. Mohandas's family was vegetarian. Yet he took to meat secretly after his friend made him believe that it was the only way to become strong. But soon, Mohandas started feeling it was more important to be true to his parents and so gave up meat. Soon after, Mohandas caught a fancy for smoking. He even started stealing coins to buy cigarettes, but he was soon overcome with guilt and wrote a note confessing everything to his father, who was sick in bed. His father read the note with tears in his eyes and tore it up. Mohandas never cheated or lied again. When Mohandas completed college, his father had died. His elder brother and mother decided to send him to England to become a lawyer. Before leaving home, he promised his mother never to touch meat or wine. In England, he found it difficult to keep his promise. He had to go without a proper meal till he found a vegetarian restaurant. Mohandas met others there who had given up meat by choice. He started reading books on being vegetarian. Soon he made up his mind to stay vegetarian. But in dress and habits, he tried to copy the English. He spent a lot of money trying to look, talk, and dance like an English gentleman. He gave up all this when he realized that clothes would not change the person inside him. He started living a simple life and walked a lot. This gave him good exercise and also helped to save bus money. He made friends and read many books. One of them was the Bhagavad Gita in English. He also read and liked the Bible, which was given to him by a Christian friend. When he completed his studies, Mohandas set sail for India. Things had changed at home, however. His mother had died. His brother advised him to practice law in the courts of Bombay. Mohandas did not know much about Indian law and was too nervous to argue his case in the court. Back in Rajkot, Mohandas spent time educating his son and nephew. When he got an offer to work in South Africa, he thought it would be a good chance to earn some money. But a very different future awaited the 24-year-old who boarded the ship for Durban. In Durban, Mohandas noticed that Indians were treated badly because they were not white-skinned like their British rulers. On a cold night, while traveling by train, Mohandas was thrown out onto the platform with his luggage. He was also beaten for refusing to get down from a stagecoach. Mohandas did not sail back on the first ship to India. He stayed for 20 years and helped Indians fight the British. By opposing British laws, thousands of Indians, including Mohandas, went to jail. Finally, the British government in South Africa was forced to accept Indians as equal citizens. Mohandas returned to India, eager to serve his countrymen. For 1 year, he traveled around the country and tried to understand the problems faced by people. He then set up an ashram on the banks of the Sabarmati. Mohandas Gandhi fought for the people without touching weapons like guns and knives. He helped farmers and factory workers from Champaran, Allahabad, and Kheda to fight their British masters. People all over the country thought he was like a saint. They started calling him Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi led the people's protest against unfair laws imposed by the British. Shops across the country shut down. People stopped going to work. Large bonfires were made with foreign clothes. The spinning wheels started turning in every household. People made their own cloth. Thousands were arrested. But not everyone could follow Gandhi's difficult method of fighting the British. They started using violent means of protest. Whenever this happened, it was Gandhi who fasted for many days, praying for his people and for peace. Even when jailed, Gandhi used his time to pray and spin. Gandhi worked hard to improve the life of lower caste Indians who used to be called untouchables. He urged Hindus and Muslims to be united. He taught people that cleanliness and good habits were as important as prayer. Gandhi and his followers openly defied the British law against making salt. He walked for 241 miles along the seacoast to Dundee and lifted a lump of salt left by the waves on the shore. This gave thousands of Indians the courage to defy the law and get arrested. Though shaken, the British government would not leave India, so Gandhi started the Quit India movement. The whole country asked the British to leave, and they did. But their policy of sowing hatred between Muslims and Hindus broke the country in two. India became free and Pakistan was born on August 15, 1947. The day India became free, Gandhi was not present at the celebrations in Delhi. He was in Calcutta trying to make peace between Hindus and Muslims. Later in Delhi, he fasted for many days until Hindu and Sikh leaders came to him with a written promise that they would not harm the Muslims anymore. As Gandhi loved all Indians like his own children, he was often called Bapuji, or Father of the Nation. He cared deeply for Hindus and Muslims alike. Some Hindu groups did not like this. One cold January evening, a few months after independence, a man called Nathuram Godse shot and killed Gandhi. "Hey Ram!" Mahatma Gandhi called out as he struggled for the last few breaths. It's been a long while since an ordinary child called Mohandas became Mahatma Gandhi. Yet even today, when good people fight wars for justice, they remember this man who had made such a habit of being truthful.